Hello again, citizens of YouTube and the City of Universe. I am Luchaman! This is my third update regarding the war on saving City of Heroes. As of this video, we have successfully reached over 20,000 signatures saying that we want to keep this game alive. Unfortunately, NCSoft, they don't appear to be listening. It's been recently announced that they want to kill off City of Heroes for a new game called Blade and Soul. It looks like... I've seen the video. It looks like pretty much every Eastern RPG game ever, only in an MMO format. Yeah. There's some complaints about the costumes for some of the female characters and the amount of blood and gore that is seen. If I can find a link, I will try to post it at the end of this video. But also for this video, I will now cut to my series of still shots and my rant on why we need to save this game. It's been a great game. It's been successful. It makes money, and yet they want to shut it down. Go figure. Yeah. So enjoy the slideshow and. Also, one more other thing. The internet, several anonymous sources have said that two other companies were interested in buying the City of Heroes rights from NCSoft, and they said no. So NCSoft is not exactly too customer friendly here. At this rate, something's gonna go. I don't know. Eventually. I know for a fact, if they do shut down City of Heroes, I may be boycotting buying anything else from them. Yeah, you'll see in a comic I've posted later on this video that NCSoft had several other titles that they were releasing, what they had in the past, and each one of them was pretty much killed off. In fact, one of the titles, has been speculated, they forged the signature of the person in charge and actually had shut down, so... Then they were taken to court and they lost a whole bunch of money from that. So I have no idea what to make of this. Yeah, so enjoy the rest of the video. Hopefully somehow this can be saved or it can be revived, just anything to keep this game going. Until next time, this has been Luchaman signing off.
Okay, so one of my first examples of why City of Heroes can be saved is from classic literature. There's a series of books out there, you may not have heard it, or may have heard of them, or a couple of them, called The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. You know, guy, funny hat, solves mysteries, looks at all the details and stuff. So, yeah. Sherlock Holmes was a series of novels, and Conan Doyle, the guy who's been writing them, well, he wrote them. He wrote a couple of books, and then he decided, I want to go on with doing some other works. So he basically killed off the main character in one of his last books. And then for 8 years, people were saying, no, we want Sherlock Holmes. Bring Sherlock Holmes back. We love Sherlock Holmes. Where's Sherlock Holmes? He's not dead. What's going on? So he ignored it, but then after getting so much pressure from the public, he actually brought Sherlock Holmes back to do some more stories. Another example of decisions that shot the people who made them in the foot is Futurama. The series started out in 1999 and ran to 2003. And then they decided, okay, we had a good 4 years. There's no more jokes about the future, so let's just cut production. So, yeah, that didn't work out too well. So after about 4 years... we finally got to the 4 films. It was technically one season, because each film was basically 4 episodes put together. Futurama. So we had the series. So we had the series, then we had the 4 movies. Air quotes. Yes, that was great. So then it was then quiet for a little bit after that, and then in 2009, the series was revived once again, and we got episodes in 2010, 2011. And we got some in 2012, and hopefully we'll be getting some in 2013. So yeah, Futurama, great show, very funny, still making jokes. And that was their mistake that they canceled it. So yeah, City of Heroes. In these next few slides, I will be showing the still images from a comic. The link will be posted below, and I will put the proper credits of the comic at the end. But this comic details what NCSoft... oh boy. How do I put this nicely? NCSoft, very bad decision making, and if they do shut down City of Heroes, this will generate the largest PR backlash that I could possibly think of. Along up there with the bad controller, sales representative that some other company had earlier. And, I don't know, but it'll be pretty bad. The comic illustrates how NCSoft created all these titles, and after having them on for a very short period of time, gave them the axe. Noted is how some of the games, people were willing to find other sponsors or donate money, just anything to keep it alive. But NCSoft, the complaints fell on deaf ears, so they just killed it off anyway. Now, I'll be honest, I had never heard of NCSoft until I found City of Heroes. I think I maybe saw one or at least two of their games mentioned in this comic. Didn't know who published them. I just maybe saw them. I was like, okay, doesn't look interesting for me. But City of Heroes, that's what grabbed my attention. It was something new and different, never been done before. A superhero MMO. Now you have things like, and after City of Heroes happened, it was great. So what does everyone do? City of Heroes was basically like real life in middle or high school. Find the cool kid and copy them. From City of Heroes, we got Champions Online. So, and the funny part is that the old studio that made City of Heroes is the people that made Champions Online. After Champions Online, we got the DC Universe Online. Once again, I direct your attention to Yahtzee at 0 punctuation for his review of DC Universe Online. Then there was supposed to be a Marvel Online universe, and I think that got axed halfway through development, and now there's rumors circling that it may be coming back. So yeah, we have one superhero MMO that was the best of the best. We have two other ones that are the imitators trying to catch up, and one that is 50-50, either on board or about to jump ship again. So when you make something great, and they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. So you have something great. Why would you want to just suddenly up and stop this project where everyone's loved it? And as the comic has shown, this game has lasted longer than any of NCSoft's predecessors. What is going to happen if this game shuts down? Seriously, do you think people are just going to continue to buy stuff from NCSoft? Are they going to continue to pay for services? I know for a fact I have, in the past, used the promotional codes that came in the box to pay for hours so I could play the game. And by doing so, I got a free trial period for, I think it's Lineage or Guild. I think it's Guild Wars. Yeah, I got a free trial period. I could play Guild Wars. I have these 14 unused ones just sitting around on my account. Like I said, I haven't used them. Why? Because I like to play City of Heroes. NCSoft, Paragon Studios, if you guys are listening, seriously, do not shut this game down. We love it, and what's it gonna take to get you guys to change your minds? It's been 1 month since you made the announcement, and it has gone crazy out here. As I've said before, and I will say again until the day I die, City of Heroes was released the same year as World of Warcraft. Notably, 7 to 8 months before World of Warcraft. Which means that it existed before World of Warcraft, it's been around as long as Warcraft, and still I'm surprised at the fact that World of Warcraft is still alive, especially after recent events. According to the internet, which, if it's on the internet, it must be true. Yeah, no, but in all seriousness, several sources on the internet have stated that World of Warcraft, their newest expansion, Mists of Pandaria, the sales for that haven't gone so well. So, to recap, City of Heroes, great game, everyone loves it, and, well, okay, a lot of people love it, me included. Mists of Pandaria, the newest expansion to World of Warcraft. Sales didn't do as well as expected, so yeah, so you want to cancel, so you can either keep playing a game which had low sales about a Panda release. I think I don't know how this happened, but it's like someone must have been playing World of Warcraft, and then they watched a marathon of Kung Fu Panda: Legends of Awesomeness. Yeah, so we need to keep City of Heroes alive, because I mean, if World of Warcraft can exist this long, even with a less than stellar sales of their newest release, then I mean, come on, City of Heroes has been releasing pretty great hits. I mean, and all their expansions are free. You don't have to pay for the expansions. And each expansion is basically, it's called an issue. It's like getting a new comic book. So yeah, gotta take that into consideration. My final point, I want to talk about some games and sequels and release time. First off, let's see. There was a game series I think you're all familiar with called Kingdom Hearts. A very popular series. No one who heard on paper the concept of taking characters and the concept of the Final Fantasy series from Square and mixing it up with the Disney universe. It seemed ludicrous, and yet somehow it worked. I think after their first game on the PlayStation 2, Kingdom Hearts, when they announced the release of Kingdom Hearts 2, it took them 4 years to get to that. With a Game Boy game, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, released in between to help kind of buffer the impact of the whole game taking so long to make phase. So then, that's one thing. Next on my list of sequels, whether their existence or not, it comes into question, is StarCraft 2. Again, we got StarCraft, very good PC game if you liked controlling one of the 3 different units. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. I played it. And then we got the spin-off, the Brood War. And it took them, I think, maybe 11 years to actually give us a full-fledged sequel. So, yeah, I mean, people played this game like crazy. Everyone loved it. And we were promised StarCraft Ghost. That never happened. And so, yeah, 11 years for a StarCraft game. Mm-hmm. We've been playing City of Heroes for this long, for 8 years. Do you think people will actually wait for a sequel? So, NCSoft, if you're watching this, please keep the game alive. And if you actually do the unthinkable, please sell it to a company that will actually keep the game alive and not jerk us around for a few years to actually bring the game back out. Case in point, Valve and, I don't know, probably Duke Nukem. I mean, Valve, we've been promised Half-Life 2 Episode 3. That's taking its time. Ugh. And also, like I said, for Duke Nukem, well, of course, recently they released Duke Nukem Forever, or more appropriately should be named Duke Nukem Forever to make. Yeah, so 4-year waiting period, 11-year waiting period, 14-year waiting period. People have played. When you've established a series or a really good game, you do not reward your loyal fan base by yanking a game off of the shelves and having them wait for an excruciatingly long period of time. Basically, what I'm saying is, City of Heroes, 8.5 years. It's been around for that long. It's been played that long. It's been active all this time. You've had people generate all these heroes, play all these hours, form all these campaigns. Even with the game announcing it's shutting down, people are doing in-game events. There's even stuff out here on the digital world and in the real world. You have people sending in capes and masks and letters to these people. You had people submit over $1,000 to send the staff to a nice restaurant that they said they like to frequent near their studios. There is art. There is videos much like this one on the internet saying why we need to save this game. So NCSoft and Paragon Studios have created this, and they've heard the public's demand, and they responded to it. And now the public's demand is save City of Heroes. Do not shut us down. I think they should listen to that.